All right. So, book number one that I'm going to share this week is The Outsiders. So, it's The Outsiders. The subtitle is Eight Unconventional CEOs and Their Radical Rational Blueprint for Success by William N. Thorndike Jr. And it is a Harvard Business Review press. So, and I think this purchase was actually inspired by reading, a Warren Buffett biography, Snowballs, which I have not finished yet, but getting through that, and I think most people look at him as one of the great businessmen, investors of our time or generation, or these last couple of generations. And so I thought, man, well, okay, what is that guy reading? And I did a couple searches and bought maybe like a dozen books that I found on different lists or in a video that he recommended. And this was one that showed up on a list, and it does highlight him. So just a quick overview. He basically highlights, let's see, 8 different CEOs. So Tom Murphy of Cap Cities, Henry Singleton, Bill Anders, Jim Malone, Catherine Graham, Bill Stieritz, Dick Smith, and Warren Buffett. So he highlights 8 CEOs and basically goes through their careers, and many of them, except for one, are very long careers. Right? It's like over 20 years, and they have exceptional returns compared to their peer group and the S&P 500 at large. And so it's an in-depth sort of quantitative review that was done to sort of validate, okay, this person is exceptional in their peer group, and then kind of backing out of that, okay, what did it look like? How did they run their business? What decisions did they make? And I guess there's probably many takeaways. Definitely would recommend this one to any folks in the business or investing world. But one is that these people, these business leaders, managers, CEOs, the way he sees it is their primary job or purpose is capital allocation, right? That the most important thing that they can do is decide where to invest the earnings of the company. And so some things that went along with that was these people were looking, they made big bets. That was one thing. That one big takeaway is they would kind of build up a war chest. They build up a bunch of dry powder, and then make big moves. They would use a lot of leverage. Many of these purchases were 20%, 60%, 50% of the enterprise value of the company to go acquire something that was cash flowing. To grow their business that much more. Another big concept was decentralization. So a lot of these companies had small corporate offices, a dozen people, 17 people at a corporate office that controlled the cash flow and the balance sheets of companies all over the country, and they gave their business leaders a lot of autonomy to run their businesses and to run them profitably. So, lots of great takeaways, and I think other than, hey, go read it, go grab the lessons, for yourself. I think I would just say, there's a great example in the back talking about, let's see. Yeah, there's a good checklist for what should a CEO be, what should they be doing, what's their main job and purpose, and I think, again, great read, continuing to wrap my head around the investing space, the business space, and would love to know if anyone else out there has read this or a similar book that's worth reading. Feel free to drop it in the comments and let me know. But otherwise, check out The Outsiders and let me know what you think. So hope you're all doing well, and talk to you soon. Thanks.